Hello guys, this is Utsav. I have Aditya with me, and we are back with another live stream. Night of the qualifier 1, जिस घड़ी का था इंतजार वो घड़ी आ गई. एंड ऑनेस्टली ज़्यादा इंतजार करना पड़ा नहीं क्योंकि परसों ही मैच हुआ था और दैट मैच एंडेड आफ्टर 12 AM itself. So literally in 1.5 days we are back with another live stream, and RCB is back with another highly important, very another historic match. आज जो भी होगा, we'll be talking about this for a long time, and I hope that things go in our favor. Aditya,
Yeah, I mean, I hope the
how's the
same,
match?
but I don't know what to say. A half day's gap, I would say. Wouldn't
Yeah,
call it one whole day because it ended previous day night. We had 1 day gap, and today is literally again the half. So 1.5 days gap. Um, Take out travel, you'll be left with half day. Take out sleep, you'll be left with half day. So half
I
a
think
days of
traveling and sleep has happened together. Otherwise, there is no chance that our players will be sober today. I think उन्होंने
I
बोला
mean,
था कि
recovery is
उन्होंने
reco-
बोला था. I think जितेश और
रजत
भुवी,
ने
I'm
बोला
not.
था
Someone said Rajat
रजत ने
about it,
बोला था
that we have to sleep, we have to get some sleep in the flight.
ट्रैवल
I think
या
that
या
is what has happened. एक दिन तो सोए होंगे ढंग से. I don't know अभी क्वालिफायर के nerves तो होंगे, considering obviously the entire team has proved it to us कि
या
they are very hungry for it. Yes, I'm pretty sure that last night would have been very difficult for the players to get a good sound sleep.
yes.
And
But
one thing that I would, yeah,
for me it's more about the recovery part. uh,
yeah,
Coming from a whole game, like a very tense game, a night previous to what you're playing, and physios especially, I don't know how many of you have been in an atmosphere of where you have a physio at your team, like at a place where you're playing cricket at your club times. But physios, if you go on a tour, like apart from your home, whenever you go to a different club or a different city to play there, physios ask you to recover.
yeah,
So it is just for a club cricket that I'm talking about, and we are at the biggest league across the globe. So imagine what physios would have also been thinking. I'm pretty sure that the recovery part is very important than we are considering it. So I think they'll have a good amount of rest. See, I don't think so. There'll be any doubt of confidence. Although they'll be nervous, there'll be many players who will be nervous, including Virat Kohli. I'm pretty sure about it. But not that their confidence will reduce playing such a game and getting win out of that, comfortably win. They didn't win it, but they comfortably won it with about uh, 1.5 overs to spare.
yeah,
So the confidence will be there. I think that is what they'll take the most going into this game than the practice sessions, because practice keeps happening. It's the recovery part which was more important for today's game, and I hope they have had ample recovery mode before this match.
yeah. One thing that I would want to say before the game begins So literally the Star Sports coverage is about to start in another 40 minutes. Okay. I think it will start earlier considering playoff matches.
6.
So shayad, I'm assuming it's starting at 6. So
Yes,
in
it is
15
starting.
minutes the coverage is going to begin. And before everything starts, I just want to mention one thing, clear one thing, that this team has showed the hunger, the hunger which this team has showed. I don't remember any RCB team that has ever done it. Josh Hazelwood getting injured and coming back from Australia is something that we have never seen before. All the after the restart of the IPL, the little break we had in between, there were clouds on the heads of every player. Phil Salt was about to leave, supposed to leave. Jacob Bethel was supposed to leave. Liam Livingston का भी एक tour था, he did not get selected. Romario Shepherd के बारे में बातें आ रही थी that he will be leaving. Josh Hazelwood had gone through an injury, he was supposed to be leaving. Lungi Ngidi was supposed to be leaving. So that is about 6 out of the 8 overseas players that we have. And everybody, I can bet on it that everybody, to the most of their capabilities, tried to stay.
Yeah,
Phil Salt is definitely playing the playoffs. He has not gone anywhere. Tim David, despite of a major injury, again, I don't know how severe the tear is, but again, hamstrings are something that can take a good 6 months out of your playing career. He has decided to stay. Probably he'll get fit by finals, if not today. As Chitesh had told already that Tim David will be playing today, but I honestly don't think so.
I don't think so. It is a hamstring because if it was a hamstring, as you said, it will take a lot of time. It was
Yeah,
probably something like a muscle catch.
yeah,
Uh,
probably. That's
because
the best case scenario.
if you have observed, usually Tim David doesn't run that fast.
Yeah,
Tim David is someone like Chris Gale. He takes bigger steps but won't put much of an effort in running.
yeah,
Uh, he's tall enough, so maybe that is the reason. Uh,
yeah,
so he ran very fast chasing that ball that day. I've never seen Tim David running. He's either at a long catch position like long on and long off, which is very easy for him, or he is at the squares of, or
yeah,
what do you call as mid wicket. So hoping that he was also at square that day. Um, but yeah, I'm just hoping that it's not something like like a hamstring. So hopefully he'll be back this game. So we'll
yeah,
come to that. You
yeah.
continue.
And one more thing is that इस सीजन में इतनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि we have had our backs towards the walls. So many situations like that when we were like this game is gone because our RCB, I don't know what's the right word, the genes, RCB genes that we all the fans are carrying, we kind of believe that after Virat is gone or after the big dependable guy is gone,
Guys,
the game is over. Or if the bowlers start to concede runs, the match is gone. But this time around, things have changed. You can give the credit to the new ball or whatever, but Bhuvneshwar have stepped up when team needed him. Yash Dayal has stepped up when the team needed him. Josh Hazelwood has performed day in day out. Jitesh Sharma out of nowhere. Two big games he stepped up. One was yesterday. One was the last game, day before yesterday, and one was the game against Mumbai Indians when he was slog sweeping Bumrah for sixes. Uh, yes. Apart from that, even Rajat Patidar had a fantastic run in the initial matches. Fizzled out later on. Probably he'll get back into the rhythm today. And this is one of the reasons why I would agree to this message that RCB LSG match के बाद सुकून की नींद आई. I totally agree to this. सुकून की नींद आई considering that the team is in safe hands कि whoever is coming, whoever is replacing who, at the end of the day it does not feel like कुछ major change हो गया and someone is batting way out of position. Like someone, for example, Mayank Agarwal, we were criticizing a day before. Mayank Agarwal came to a position which he wouldn't have considered as his favorable position.
ideal
Not,
position.
yeah, not even was the run rate in his in control. Not even was the game in control, considering two wickets had just fallen and just Virat Kohli was standing there. He comes in and starts hitting from ball one. I think second ball itself he found a boundary, followed
Second
by
and
three
third.
consecutive boundaries. followed by three
Second and
consecutive boundaries.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And we give a lot of credit to Jitesh, but equal amount of credit should go to Mayank Agarwal for being the perfect partner that he was in the last game. अभी आज के डेट में, if you look at the playing 11 that played in the last game, the only person who I don't want to see in that playing 11 is Liam Livingston. Once that person goes out, we are assuming that today he should not be playing if Tim David is available. If that guy goes out, I do not have a problem with the playing 11 whatsoever. We just have to see Arshdeep a little bit. Otherwise, PBK's bowling is not to worry about. Jansen bhi nahi hai. I agree. I
No,
just
I
think
think
that yeah, Barar
Brar
is
is
also
somebody
someone we need to be.
we
No,
have to
actually,
look at.
there are a lot of players we need to get worried about. Arshdeep is there. Harpreet Barar is there. Yuzvendra Chahal is supposed to be making a comeback today. I just wish that Salt bats above 10 overs, he will just take away the game. बहुत कुछ डिपेंड करता है यार. उससे पहले तो आई थिंक द टॉस मैटर्स अ लॉट एंड एवरीथिंग. पहले बैटिंग आ रही है, पहले बॉलिंग आ रही है. वुड यू प्रेफर बैटिंग फर्स्ट टुडे और चेजिंग?
If Rajat Patidar is captaining, then I would prefer bowling first. I don't know the pitch though, actually.
So the pitch is the dimensions are pretty decent sized considering बहुत सारे grounds हैं इंडिया में जो जिनके dimensions have come down to 60 meters, 55 meters, which is rubbish. But Mullapur is something which has standard boundaries, 70 meters, 65, 75 meters. So it is not going to be a runaway match. Also, the pitch helps the bowlers who bowl into the wicket. तो शॉर्ट पिच लेंथ डिलीवरी जो होती है वो सब काम आएंगी. एंड यस, इफ द पिच होल्ड्स बैक अ लिटिल बिट आल्सो, थोड़ा सा भी अगर पेस खाए पिच, देन we are looking at a 180 190 kind of a match. Having said that, we have conceded 230 in consecutive matches, and we have just played 2 matches since the restart. So our bowling is very very fragile right now. I agree Hazelwood is coming in, but still, the last 2 matches we have been utter poor with the ball. So that is something that we need to take care of. If I like, I would prefer. Yeah, I think even I would prefer. I would actually prefer if my team bats first, puts a good total
Pressure, yeah.
uh, on the board, yeah, and build pressure. Assuming ki second half may will get the new ball when due comes and all of those things. So yes, that is that is about the toss and all. One thing that again we need to talk about is the opposition. Punjab Kings. Shreyas Iyer is a pinnacle for the kingpin of the Punjab unit, but ऐसा नहीं है कि उसके अलावा कोई और perform नहीं कर रहा. Apparently, Josh Inglis has stayed back, so Josh Inglis will be a part of the playing 11 today. उसके अलावा the two openers which were supposed to be the most fragile opening pair of this IPL amongst all teams have come out as one of the best. Prab Simran Singh and Priyan Sharia, both of them have taken responsibility. Both of them are batting majestically well, and we need to get the wickets early to even stay in the match. उसके अलावा players like Shashank Singh are going under the radar, coming after lots of wickets are falling, and his current average is, I think, around 50 or 60, and his striking above 160. So Shashank Singh is another guy who's going under the radar. Another guy who's going under the radar is Nehal Vadera. He is also providing runs. उसके अलावा मार्को एंसन was there, is not there anymore. तो वो जो एक होल छोड़ के जाएगा, that needs to be filled by someone. मार्कस टॉइनस जितने भी लिमिटेड बॉल्स खेले हैं, he has been fantastic. With the ball, Yuzi has been fantastic. Arshdeep has been fantastic. So the Punjab Kings as a unit are very very good, and we need to be very very uh, uh, you know careful of them. And one stat that would make the RCB fans happy today is this: that Shreyas Iyer doesn't have a great record against Hazelwood and doesn't have a great record against Bhuvneshwar as well. Against Bhuvneshwar, he has played around 11 times in the IPL, scored just 45 runs with a strike rate of 90, gotten out 3 times. That makes his average of around 15. Whereas Shreyas Iyer against Hazelwood, that it has been utterly ridiculous. Three wickets, three times he has gotten out, scoring just 9 runs. That makes an average of three with a strike rate of 50. That means he has just faced, I think, six deliveries, and every other ball he has gotten out. No, sorry, no, I think I made a mistake. No, 18 deliveries. Sorry, 18 deliveries he has faced, and every sixth delivery has gotten out. So yeah, this is the start of Shreyas Iyer against Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar. Phil Salt के भी number अच्छे नहीं है Arshdeep के against that. I totally agree. But yes, Shreyas Iyer I think is a bigger wicket than what Phil Salt is to RCB. Um, Rajat is going to captain. It's a question from Kshitij, and honestly, I cannot give you a short answer considering पहले जो दो मैचेस हुए हैं इस रीस्टार्ट के बाद I would have I मुझे नहीं समझ आया why was जितेश captaining as long as Rajat was 100% fit जैसा हमको बोला जा रहा था, but now that he's not fielding, he's just the impact batter. I don't think कि 2 दिन में ऐसा कुछ हुआ होगा that makes him fit to be the captain. The only way Rajat can become the captain is if he takes the risk of aggravating his injury. Considering Jitesh has not been the best of captains, especially if you look at the last match, bowling rotation was not the best, and so was the fielding positions. I think अगर Jitesh captain करते हैं आज, one thing that is going to be extremely important is विराट कोहली हेल्पिंग जितेश शर्मा, क्योंकि पिछले मैच में हमको ज्यादा देखने को मिला नहीं. विराट कोहली was just minding his own business while fielding, and एक बार शायद हुआ था when यश दयाल was getting hit for run, so he went to यश दयाल and had a word with him. उसके अलावा विराट कोहली did not involve himself as much. आज अगर जितेश कैप्टन बनते हैं then विराट has to involve himself to the utmost, considering Virat has said it over the years. Not just Virat, even KL has said this over the years that 2016 was one of the biggest heartbreaks of their careers. So I think if this they have gotten the golden opportunity that to correct not KL Rahul but Virat Kohli at least has gotten the golden responsibility to correct the mistakes that he made back in 9 years back. Yes, and I honestly, how much ever optimistic I want to be, if we blow up this opportunity, Virat Kohli might not get the opportunity to uh, correct his mistake again. What do you guys think of playing Hazelwood and Tushara together? Now let us come with this question. Let us come to our playing 11 discussion, and I would like Aditya to take over.
Yeah, so we had the same discussion in the previous night, like the last match. Uh, See, going ahead with two b- overseas bowlers, I would love the idea where probably yes, Dal might get dropped, and we might have the additional fast incoming bowler who bowled very well with new ball, which is Novan Tushara. But when you're doing that, you need somebody like Tim David, who is an Indian, to replace that particular spot. And at this point, I don't know if we have a proper experienced batsman to fit in Tim David's role. So it's a very easy question to answer. If Tim David is fit, then you carry on with the squad that you had before, having Hazelwood to bowl and giving Yash Dayal as much as new overs so that he doesn't get much of an over in the middle or at the death. Or probably I wouldn't mind that also. Probably one over and the that I wouldn't mind that. But get upfront bowling from Yash Dayal. Ask him to bowl good length balls as much as lesser runs that he can concede with whatever comfortable situation that he is in the start or in the middle or in the that. Ask him, have a word, have good conversation, and finish Yash Dayal's bowling as soon as possible, because see, Hazelwood can come in and get your wickets in the middle over as well. So he can play what, 1 over in the power play or 2 over in the power play. By the way, we're missing out that Krunal Pandya can also come and bowl against the openers of Punjab, because they have a terrific stats against the spinners. So you never know. Today, all of a sudden, Krunal Pandya can come and bowl the first or the second over of the power play as well. Uh, so rotate your bowlers. They don't have. See, as I said, this opportunity is not something that you get often, at least if you're an RCB franchise. So make the best use of it. It's all about getting your team ready. So for to answer that particular question, I feel if Tim is fit, please have Tim. If Tim is not, then that particular two overseas bowlers will give you the best, because it will also reduce the runs that you're getting conceded if you're chasing, or it will also give you 8 good overs where you can concede lesser runs and put pressure on the batsmen. So that's the answer for it. Uh,
Yeah.
Tim can fit
Uh,
in, but if not, then I think Swastik is the only option who
mm,
can come in and bat. But considering we don't know the order, as we saw Mayank, if Mayank can come, then you have to push Swastik in. But I'm not kind of okay with it. So if Tim is fit, let him play that. If not, then or you can have Tim Seifert in the 11 and ask Mayank to come at at the previous position that he came. Uh, so yep, that is it. Because Mayank can also play spin well.
Yeah, I almost completely agree to whatever you have said. If Tim David is available, he straight away walks into the 11, and we go with
Yeah,
the same 11 that we were using in the last few games that we have played. And let's say that Tim David is not available, then we have multiple options in front of us. One is that we can go with the literally the same batting order that we had in the last game, uh, and believe in Liam Livingston that finally he'll produce some runs. That is one. Second is that we move on from Liam Livingston and maybe give chance to Tim Seifert. But now the problem that arises in that situation is if Tim Seifert is batting at 3, then Mayank Agarwal might not suit uh, at 5 back-to-back games. And if Mayank bats at 3, then Tim Seifert is someone which I do not necessarily see thriving at the number 5, number 6 position, considering Rajat is going to bat at 4. So that is the problem with Tim Seifert. And another thing is if we leave out Liam Livingston and go with an Indian option in place of him, so that we can play Thushara in the back end. We have got three options. One is Swastik Chikara, which is a no-brainer. But having said that, we do not know what kind of a performance he has been putting in the nets, or is he even international material, considering we have just seen him thrive in the UP T20 league, which is not even the best standard of cricket. So yes, Swastik Chikara is one name. The other name might be Manoj Bhandage. Debuted, played one match against Punjab itself when we were literally languishing at the bottom, came out, couldn't do much, and did not get a second opportunity. If we are moving on from Liam Livingston, then Manoj Bhandage should definitely be one of the players in our mind. And the third name is Swapnil Singh. I think even if he just bats 5 deliveries, gets us 2 boundaries, that is more than enough. More than the contribution of Liam Livingston
Lam
that
Livingston.
Liam Livingston is putting over the games. And Liam Livingston is not even bowling, so Swapnil can give us a couple of overs in the power play as well. So and having said that, if we are playing an Indian option in place of Liam Livingston, then we have an overseas slot that we can fill with Nuwan Thushara. Now, the last thing does is it makes our bowling super powered, but takes a big chunk out of our batting. So in the last game, we had started very powerfully against Lucknow when Phil and Virat were just hammering them around. Rajat came at 3 and he could play his shots. The reason was that we have Jitesh behind, we have Krunal behind, we have Liam Livingston behind, we have Romario Shepherd behind, and we had a lot of batting left for us to go all guns blazing. But the moment you take out Liam Livingston, there is a Swapnil Singh in there who does not have the best of IPL numbers or numbers in general with the bat. That makes our batting a little,
Concerning.
you know, yeah, and our team's balance goes away. Currently, if you say RCB is 50-50, if Tim David comes in, RCB is 50-50 with the bat and ball. But the moment you replace Tim David and Liam Livingston and bring an Indian player out there, it kind of gets, to be honest, 75-25. The bowling becomes too overpowered and the batting kind of shortens up a bit. 25 probably not, probably 35-40. But yes, this will make our bowling extremely competitive, considering we'll have 4 overs of Hazelwood, we'll have 4 overs of Nuwan Thushara, we'll have 4 overs of Krunal Pandya, and these three players are doing fantastic. two players who are not doing as good is Bhuvneshwar Kumar one, very on and off kind of a season he has had, and the other is the either of Suyash or Yash Dayal, whoever plays. Considering if we are playing Swapnil Singh, we have gotten a spin bowling options, so we might think ki whoever is the best between Yash Dayal and Suyash might get the opportunity. So our bowling gets very overpowered because other than all these five options that we have, we also have the option of Romario Shepherd, who has bowled decently well in the last two games that he has played. In the first game that he played after the restart, he was fantastic with the ball. 2 overs for 14 runs. I think a wicket as well came under his name. But yeah, so we have the sixth bowling option in the with the likes of Romario Shepherd, and yeah, I'll be taking the comments now.
With that, I have a point to make here. Do you
Yeah,
think, since there are reasonably big boundaries, do you think Punjab might go with three bowlers, three spin bowlers?
I
I think I lost you.
think two of the three spinners pick themselves. लैपटॉप थोड़ा hang कर रहा है तो अगर डिस्टर्ब
Meanwhile, you guys can comment. If do you think either RCB or Punjab might go with three spinners? Jansen is not there, so yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Am I
Yeah,
audible? Yeah.
yeah.
So two out of three spinners pick themselves. Harpreet Brar and Yuzvendra Chahal. Both of them are going to be extremely difficult to counter. Who exactly are you talking about when you talk about the third spinner? Considering they have a great armory of Indian fast bowlers who are warming the bench. They have got Yash Thakur, who is pivotal with Lucknow Super Giants over the years. They have Kuldeep Sen, who was in Rajasthan Royals. They have Vaishak Vijayakumar, who was with us last season. They have all those three, but they're not able to make room for them. Another spinner who can come in is Harsh Dubey, who played a couple of games. I think played a game against us as well, if I'm not wrong. So yes, three spinners might be quite a possibility, and I think that they will be going that route because even though
Mm.
variations will be very necessary today, I honestly think that what spinners will be able to do, especially RCB has had a history of choking against
Flop
spinners.
against spinners. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the reason I asked.
So
And it's Ponting on the other side. So he's somebody who
yeah.
comes with a start ready mode before every crucial games, and typical Australian.
Who do you think will replace Marco Jansen as an overseas player? Considering Stoinis is already in the team,
Maybe Maxwell
English is
will come
already
in.
in the team.
That is what I was
Maxwell,
thinking
I think,
when.
was ruled out. I think he's not fit to play today.
Oh, okay, then I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
So
was
if,
not
if
aware of that.
Maxwell is not available, then I think they might go for Xavier Bartlett. Uh, Another swing bowler, I think that will be a like-to-like replacement uh, in terms of
But if
bowling. Batting, to
but
obviously Marco Anthony they'll miss.
but I think if Bartlett is coming in, I'll give RCB a higher advantage over Bartlett.
Yeah. Considering the way we have played against the overseas pacers in the
Fast
last two
bowlers,
games,
yes.
yeah, literally Willow Root was someone who I have a name in my head right now who is in Punjab Kings and might get an opportunity today. Guess him. Take a wild guess.
Not sure.
We have paid him a lot of money and gotten scammed.
No.
Kyle Jamieson.
Oh,
Yeah, Kyle Jamieson came in as a replacement of I don't know who, and I think he is in. He is in the Punjab setup. So I think he might be someone who is replacing Marco Hansen, and I don't have a good feeling about this considering the height that guy possesses. But हमने पिछले मैच में विलोरू का भरता बनाया, so I think that is something that we should be happy about. Let me take all the comments in the time being. कहाँ है भाई? Rajat is rotating 5 bowlers really well, and we have 6 to 7 bowling options. We are conceding 200 plus runs in every game. I agree to this. Jitesh Sharma's captaincy has not been up to the mark. Especially what Rajat was doing was magnificent. अगर हम आज जितेश की कैप्टनसी में खेलते हैं और हम पहले बैटिंग कर रहे होते हैं एंड द ऑपोजिशन स्टार्ट टू स्कोर runs at a higher pace, then there is a possibility that we might not be able to come back the way we have under Rajat's captaincy. तो yes, that thing needs to be taken into account. रजत का आज अवेलेबल होना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है हमारे लिए. No, I mean play 4 fast like Hazelwood, Bhuvi, Tushara, Dayal, and Krunal as spinner, remove Suyash. I am okay with that as long as Liam Livingston is getting replaced by Swapnil Singh. Because the moment Swapnil ke jagah pe there is a Swastik or someone else, if the ball turns and there are longer boundaries और स्पिनर को जब हेल्प मिलेगी देन यू विल नॉट हैव bowlers to rotate him with. अगर आपके पास कृणाल और स्वप्निल दोनों साथ में है तब आप 8 ओवर निकलवा सकते हो. बट इफ सिर्फ कृणाल है और दूसरी तरफ से पेसर है तो कृणाल का भी रोल कम हो जाएगा कंसिडरिंग वो पेसर मार खाएगा दूसरे एंड से. तो एटलीस्ट 2 स्पिनर, एटलीस्ट चाहे एक पार्ट टाइम स्पिनर ही क्यों ना हो, बट हैव 2 spinners इन द लाइनअप. Trusting Liam is like there is a famous saying: trust a snake before you trust a harriet. Harlot. What is harlot? And trust a harlot before you trust Liam Livingston. Sorry for my language, but it's true. You can use whatever language you can, considering this is a very high intensity match and emotions is something that we'll be wearing on our sleeves today. But yeah, I totally get your point, and even I don't want to see Liam Livingston in there. But just imagine a fairy tale ending for Liam Livingston. End up scoring important runs in important games. You never know.
If he is playing.
या इफ इज पे मंदिर घूम के आया अभी, प्लीज भगवान जिता दो आज. चलो, आरसीबी समाज इज डूइंग द things that we should be doing. Salt have to play sensible against RCB. Salt has to keep keep his urge of hitting boundaries under control as long as Arshdeep is playing. ऐसा हमने बहुत बार देखा है कि इंग्लैंड के प्लेयर स्पेशली प्ले विद देयर ईगो. ठीक है, they don't play the ball, they play their egos. And I think that is the reason Arshdeep has had a better number against Phil Salt. Because considering Salt can defend the first 2 overs which Arshdeep bowls, considering okay, Harlot is a prostitute. Okay, that's fine. Uh, I think Arshdeep is the most deadly in the first 2 overs which he bowls, where he gets mad swing. And I think Indian conditions में जहाँ पे वो out हो रहा है, Phil Salt can, if he doesn't play on his ego, he can just defend or you know uh, knock around, take singles, and not go for the rash shot that he keeps on going against Arshdeep. So I think he has to play the ball, not his ego, at least for the first 3 overs. उसके बाद तेरे को जो करना है तो कर. Can we replace Manoj Bhandage in place of Livingston? Otherwise, we can utilize Livy's off spin against PBKS lefties. Yes, we can. I also named him in my playing 11, but again, बहुत सारे options हैं, and that is where we have to give credit to Andy Flower, Mo Bobat, Rangarajan Malolan, and Dinesh Karthik for what a team they have set up this year. I usually am not on the side of praising Rangarajan, but this time genuinely they have done a fantastic job. Considering at this stage of the competition, usually we fizzle out. Usually, by the time we reach this stage of the competition, there are 1 or 2 players who are performing, and rest are just filling slots. But now there is just one person we are willing to replace, and we have like 15 options to replace him. We can replace him with Manoj Bandage. If Tim is fit, he comes in. Tim Seifert is an option. Swastik Chikara is an option. Manoj Bhandage, as you said, is an option. Swapnil Singh is an option. Nuwan Tushara is an option. So many options are available, which generally doesn't happen with RCB. I think the entire bench is an option at this point, apart from the two guys, apart from the one guy who hasn't played so far, that is Blessing Muzaravani. Azmat will replace. Okay, yeah, Azmat Omarzai is also an option for Punjab. But I still feel कि Kyle Jamieson की तरफ वो जा सकते हैं. Your four overseas for today. I would love to see Thushara and Hazelwood playing together, but I honestly don't think कि ऐसा होने वाला है क्योंकि we have backed Yash Dayal for 2 years now, and ऐसा बड़ा मैच में आके if we drop him immediately, तो that will make a huge dent in his confidence. So I will go safe. I'll go with. Yeah, I don't want Liam Livingston, man. And if you remove Liam Livingston, then the only overseas option you are left with is Tim Seifert, who will be batting out of position. So maybe for me, either we go with the same four overseas players. Of course, Nuwan Tushara would go out for Hazelwood, or I would remove Livingston and play Hazelwood in place of him. मैंने सुना स्टेडियम में आरसीबी फ्लैग जर्सी अलाउ नहीं कर रहा है. I don't know. I don't care. These things I am least concerned about. And also, those who are watching, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. And I have a question: can we replace foreign player with a foreign player as an impact player? No, we can't. So
You
basically,
can,
अगर
you
हमारे
can,
प्लेइंग 11 में 3 ओवरसीज हैं, तब हम कर सकते हैं. बट
yeah,
अगर हमारे प्लेइंग 11 में ही 4 ओवरसीज प्लेयर हैं, then we cannot bring in the fifth overseas player. So
yes.
that should be cleared. Acha, there is a second part to the question, I guess. I really don't know. This way we can play Romario and Tushara as well. This is not possible, but एक चीज जो we can do is Romario is someone who comes way later in the batting order. So one thing which is possible is probably when we are batting first, we don't keep any of those in the playing 11. And if we need Romario's batting, we impact him in for probably Rajat Patidar after he gets out if he's not the captain.
No, no.
So if
Romario will
Romario
actually
Shepherd
give
bats,
you.
then we have our
No, Romario will also give you 2 overs. Why will you sit Romario?
no. I'm talking. He is telling me that what if we can play Romario and Tushara as well? We can actually let's keep Romario in there. We'll do it with Liam
Salt.
Livingston and Nuwan Tushara. No, not Salt.
No.
Salt would be the opener, right? Hear what I'm saying. So suppose we are batting first. Salt is in the playing 11. He
Okay.
comes out to bat,
Batting. Correct.
and in the playing 11 we just have Salt, Hazelwood, and Romario as overseas players. Okay,
Yes.
and
Done.
now the proceedings are underway, and when the wickets fall, Romario bats ahead of the order, depending on the match situation. And if we do not need the batting of Liam Livingston in the first innings, we swap uh, Phil Salt or whatever or Rajat Patidar to bring in Nuwan Tushara.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is what is possible if we bat first.
Yeah. If you're bowling first, then hold Salt. You can get him. You can get in Salt as an impact player. Go ahead with
Yeah.
Romario, Hazel, and Tushara.
But if we are bowling first,
Bowling first.
then the problem is that we do not know if we need the fifth bowler. If we need the second overseas fast bowler. Because if we take the second overseas fast bowler immediately, then we'll not have the option to replace him later on. अगर आप पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हो, then you will know कि लियम लिविंगस्टन की बैटिंग अगर नहीं आई तब हम ले आएंगे फास्ट बॉलर. बट व्हेन वी आर बॉलिंग फर्स्ट, तो हमको तो बॉलिंग करवानी पड़ेगी ना उससे, नो मैटर व्हाट द सिचुएशन बी. तो इट कम्स डाउन टू लिविंगस्टन रहेगा प्लेइंग 11 में या फिर सॉल्ट रहेगा. गेट माय पॉइंट?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is only possible if we are batting first. That we can
Three
that we
overseas.
can not keep either of Liam Livingston or Tushara in the starting 11. We have to be careful against Priyansh. That boy is explosive. If you guys have not seen the interview that he had done before the IPL began, उसको पूछा गया था कि which team do you want to play for? तो उसने बोला मेरे को आरसीबी से खेलना है क्योंकि उन्होंने इतने साल से कप नहीं जीती है, क्या पता मैं हेल्प कर सकूं. So here is your opportunity, brother. Please help us win the trophy. So play 40 balls, score 25 runs, and get out. Will Marco Jansen play? No, he will not. RCB will win if we chase, hopefully. But अगर हम chase नहीं कर रहे हैं तो भी I have belief in this
But
team that will not
yeah.
throw the game away immediately. My prediction party that to score 50 plus with the strike rate of 180 to 200. आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर. Bro, so true, I can play with 3 overseas player, but not Liam. I agree, man. Can Tim Seifert play today if David is not fit? If Tim David is not fit, Tim Seifert can definitely play, but फिर उसका batting position would be like the ideal Tim Seifert batting position is opening. हमारे opening में जगह नहीं है. The two guys are doing fantastically well. So we the place where we can play him is in at 3. एंड वहां पे अगर हम वी हैव टू थिंक कि वहां पे हम मयंक को भेजेंगे या लास्ट मैच जैसे हम वहां पे पाटीदार को भेजेंगे या हम वहां पे टिम सेफर्ट को भेज के मयंक अग्रवाल का बैटिंग और पीछे करेंगे क्योंकि मयंक अग्रवाल जैसा हमने पिछले मैच में देखा इज नॉट अ पर्सन हु इज गोइंग टू गो ओवर द कवर्स फॉर अ 6 एंड लाइक ही विल नॉट प्ले एरियल शॉट्स ही विल प्ले डाउन द ग्राउंड टेक्निकल शॉट चौके मारेगा वो बट इफ ही बैट्स एट 5 not every time will the situation favor boundary hitting. You might need 6 hitting or aggressive shots. So when you are a player who is dependent on grounded shots, क्या हो जाता है that if you are unable to find boundaries or gaps, तो you get stuck. ना आपसे रन बन रहे होते
Well,
हैं, ना स्ट्राइक रोटेट होता है, and everything goes down the drains.
well, I think this completely. I think Mayank and Rajat will be a floater for RCB from here on. Maybe a bold move of what I'm trying to think. But the reason Rajat Padidar came ahead of Mayank Agarwal previous game is because they were spinners bowling from the either of the ends. Uh, See, the only person who can tackle spin very well is Rajat Padidar, and we all know that. And in case if in today's match the Ponting is going to put 3 spinners out there, I think Rajat Patidar will ideally bat ahead of Mayank Agarwal. And Tim Seifert will play at 3. If Tim Seifert is playing.
Tim Seifert
If
at 3, Rajat
Rajat
bats
Patidar
ahead
at
of
4,
Mayank.
yes,
So
at
Patidar
4
at
and
4 and Mayank at 5.
5.
So so
Because,
the तो ऐसा क्या हो जाता है ना कि if we are playing मतलब suppose our batting has done well. Virat and Salt has constructed a good innings, and उसके बाद Patidar has played 15-20 odd balls. Seifert has played 15-20 odd balls, and now we are at the 13th over mark or 12th over mark, and that time Mayank comes in. तो उस time पे
yes,
we need a little sixes here and there or boundaries here and there.
no, yeah, correct, agreed. That here and there boundaries can come every 1 over once, which can be done by the set batsman who might be either of the three who has not gotten out.
Yeah,
In the either of the four who has not gotten out, or I wouldn't mind somebody like Man coming there and anchoring the innings on the other side, because he holds the wicket and gives
yeah,
the
yeah. I get your
opportunity
point.
for the big players to go across the ground.
Yeah,
And it's not like Man can't hit sixes.
yeah,
He
yeah,
identifies the ball very well. I just hope this works out if Tim Seifert is playing.
yeah. And one more thing is that the last match, Mayank Agarwal, the way he has found gaps. Oh,
Very cheeky.
majestic shots, man. If you look, whoever is watching right now, 10 people are watching right now. I want after the live stream is over, you guys go and watch the highlights of Mayank Agarwal's innings. The kind of shots he has played, the way he has, matlab, it's like needle and uh, thread. That way he has found boundaries. Majestic shots. And मेरा गला खराब हो रहा है, so I might be ending another 4 minutes. So if you have any interesting things you want to write, go ahead. I will be taking the comments. Something like that. Yeah. We are good, brother. How are you? Manifesting RCB win. All of us are. Let's not jinx it though. RCB is just 2 to 3 bids away from getting Priyan Charya. ठीक है यार. Even Priyan Charya wanted to play for RCB. Maybe in the future it will happen. Just imagine parties are having a blast. Don't jinx anything. Hello Aditya and Utsav. We are hoping for the best today. Hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. Let's see what happens. Very big day. Very important game for us. And let's hope things go our way. This team has bounced back over the games, over the times. I think 5-6 matches में ऐसा हो गया that our backs were against the walls, but we have found our way back to winning the game. Uh, yes. So I think that is it. One more comment, and that will be the end of this live stream. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys after the match. If we win, if we lose, we are not coming. Just hope Salt plays Arshdeep carefully. Yeah, we have already had this conversation. Yes, Arshdeep. So basically, Salt has to play the ball, not the ego. With this, we have come to the end of the live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Like the stream, subscribe to channel, and hope for the best. Prepare for the worst. I'll see you guys in the next one, probably, hopefully tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.